Van Gilder Hotel was built in 1916 during Alaska's gold rush era. In the beginning, this building was used for different purposes, sometimes as office space, sometimes as apartments, but later it was converted into a hotel. On the third floor of this hotel, Masonic and Oddfellows lodges used to be held, which were later turned into a ballroom. This building still carries the charm of the early 20th century, with Art Deco, style bathrooms, and steel frame beds. In 1980, it was added to the National Register of Historic Places. It was once a grand and beautiful hotel where people loved to stay with excitement. But when terrifying incidents began happening to guests and staff, it became a symbol of fear among people. Now I will tell you about the horrifying events that took place inside this building. After knowing them, your senses will be shaken, and you will be gripped by fear. Haunted incidents of Van Gilder Hotel. 1. The housekeeper's terrifying encounter. Around midnight, a housekeeper was sleeping in her staff room when suddenly she woke up. The whole hotel was completely silent, except for the creaking sound of the wooden floor. She saw a woman standing in the corner of the room, wearing a white gown, her hair shining in the dim light. The housekeeper thought maybe it was a dream. But the woman wasn't walking, she was gliding. She passed straight through the dresser, stopped at the door, stared for a moment, and then vanished. A chilling thought struck the housekeeper's mind, that this must be the ghost of Fanny Guthrie Bame, the woman who was murdered in this hotel by her husband. The guest on the bed. One morning, a maid cleaned a guest room. The bed was perfectly made, sheets tightly tucked. She left for only a few minutes to fetch towels. When she came back, there were sitting impressions on the sheet, as if someone had just been there. The room was locked, and no one was inside. Many guests have reported that at night they feel someone sitting on the edge of their bed, but the moment they turn on the light, there is nothing. The shadow in the corridor. A guest staying in room 208 heard faint footsteps in the hallway at 3 a.m. He opened the door and saw, at the end of the hall under the old chandelier, a woman in a white gown standing with her head slightly bowed, as if searching for someone. He softly said, "Hello." The figure slowly turned her face toward him. Her skin was pale, her eyes hollow, and then she disappeared straight into the wall. Pranks with cleaning supplies. Some staff say Fanny doesn't only frighten. Sometimes she plays tricks. A janitor once left his mop and bucket in the hallway. When he came back, the bucket was overturned and the mop was lying neatly across the floor. Many report that doors slam shut on their own, windows open and close without cause, and cleaning carts roll down the hallways, as if pushed by invisible hands. The couple's nightmare. The scariest incident happened with a couple. At midnight, the husband and wife were asleep when suddenly the wife felt the bed shaking violently. She opened her eyes and saw a woman in a white dress sitting at the edge of the bed, staring at them with wide, unblinking eyes. Her face showed no expression, only those terrifying, gaping eyes fixed on them. The wife screamed. At her scream, the figure slowly faded away like mist. By then the husband had also woken up. He too saw the ghost. Both of them felt the heavy weight still pressing on the mattress, long after the figure vanished. Legacy and lore. People say the ghost still roams the halls of Van Gilder Hotel. Guests come here to see its history, but many leave with their own real horror story. The haunting, mostly attributed to Fanny Guthrie Bame's spirit, has now become the central mystery of this hotel. These tales are chilling and fascinating, though some details, like the accuracy of certain published accounts, remain a matter of debate. In 2010, Jonathan Faulkner wrote a book titled The Ghost of Fanny Guthrie Bame, but many have questioned the reliability of its details. Still, one truth remains. This hotel is truly haunted, and it holds a prominent place among the most terrifying haunted places in the world.